Hi, this is Mike with Skull Dynasty, and today we're gonna go over a few different things. Today, you're gonna go over if whether you're a pretender or contender, and guys that I like if you're either competing for a championship. Since we're getting towards the trade deadlines, only about a month away for most of our trade deadlines, I'll go through a list of people you should be trying to go out and acquire them before the deadlines hit. Beautiful day in Philadelphia today in the 60s. Halloween season's coming up. Can't wait for that. About 3 weeks away. So let's get into guys for contending teams and pretending teams that you should go out and getting. So let's start off with contending teams. We'll go over a list of players that are like, especially in super flex leagues. Basically, these are two guys you could get as maybe your quarterback too. Kirk Cousins has been on a tear this year and the second half of last year. So he's a guy I'd be looking to acquire. He's been putting up 20 points a week left and right. Derek Carr is another guy. He's been playing really well through the first 4 games of the season, so he'd be another guy I'd be looking to acquire, especially in superflex leagues. They give you solid performances every week. Another couple guys are Lamar Jackson and Kyler Murray. If you have any like first round picks and you really think you got a shot at the title and the championship, they're two guys to go out and get. They bring that rushing upside, and they can get touchdowns on the ground, which is huge. So they're two guys I'll be looking to get as well. For contending teams, running backs I'll be looking to get. People are kind of sour on McCaffrey and Cook. Dalvin Cook because they get injured a lot, but they might be healthy for the playoff stretch run. So there are two guys I'd be looking to acquire. Excellent in the running game and receiving games. The only thing with both of them is they can't stay healthy. Um, so hopefully by the stretch run of the playoffs, I wouldn't make a trade for them until around the deadline to see where they're at health wise. Also, Aaron Jones and Austin Eckler are two other guys I'll be looking to acquire. They bring a lot to the receiving game. Um, so I'll be looking to acquire them too if you're competing teams. And two wide receivers you can get a little bit on the cheaper side because they're getting a little bit older and they still perform really well. Or Brandon Cooks, who's having an outstanding year. Last week he didn't do too well, but the first 3 games were excellent. So I don't see any Brandon Cook slowing down anytime soon. And Robert Woods as well. You see what he did on Thursday night. Also another great player. 29, Cooks is 28. They're a little bit on the older side, so you could probably get them cheap if you're competing for a title. Now we'll go over some moves I like for teams that are looking to rebuild. They start out the season 0-4, 1-3. They're playing for next year or even 2023. Two players I would go out and try to acquire if I was looking to rebuild. Two quarterbacks, Trey Lance and Fields. They both haven't really hit yet, but they're both rookies, and Lance has played as one half of 1 game, and Fields played 2 games. He didn't look too great. So people might be sour on them right now. So go out and get them now. They might be the next Kyler and Lamar. So go out and get them now before their price value increases. For running backs, I would look to acquire. If I was rebuilding team, there's actually 3 guys. So what I would do is these running backs that were injured: Dobbins, Akers, ETN. If I was a rebuilding team, I would be trying to acquire them now. You might be able to get them cheap because they're injured. And if it's a competing team that has any of these guys, they might want to flip them for maybe a good wide receiver, a young wide receiver, or someone that could produce now to get them in the championship bracket. So they're 3 guys I'd be looking to acquire. Wide receivers. If I were a rebuilding team, it would be Lamb, A.J. Brown, T. Higgins, Claypool, Pittman, Ayuk, Bateman, and Elijah Moore. All right now, you might be able to get them cheaper than you could at the beginning of the season, or maybe at the end of last year, or right as the rookie draft was happening, while the player hype is out. Elijah Moore has been injured, hasn't looked too good yet. Bateman's been injured; he hasn't even played yet. Ayuk had a really good season last year. This year, if it's a contending team, they have a good team, and they have Ayuk, and he's not producing for him, you might be able to get him pretty cheap. AJ Brown, he's been hurt. Lamb hasn't been producing. Higgins has been out. Um, Claypool hasn't been performing like he has last year. All talented receivers. Always chase talent, not situation, and all these guys have really good talent. The only guy I'm kind of concerned about right now is Ayuk. Other than that, all these guys I just mentioned, go out and try and get them now. Other than that, have a nice day. I'll try and put some more content out maybe next week. Have a good one. Bye.